Good morning, you two, and welcome to another day of the video. Darren, how's it going? You're my new adopted ducks, Beaties. I've got some bread for you. There's some bread. Them dead poor dogs, man. They keep coming down there to be fed, and no one's in the flats, so I've got to feed them, bless them. And bloody hell is it massively freezing. Them poor ducks outside in the bloody freezing. Jesus, it's cold here. My hands are like freezing up. I'm just going to talk to you briefly. I woke up this morning about 10:30. Laid in bed till like from 10 to 30 because I know I don't have to do much. I suddenly become really lazy, so when Lovely comes tomorrow, so excited. When Lovely comes tomorrow, it's just going to be, I'm going to be so friggin' lazy, it's unreal. I mean, like at the best of times when I know I've got work to do at Lovely's, I still sleep like a friggin' log. And now when I have nothing to do, without like the impulse of just lying with Lovely and just being, because I just sleep like a log when she's done, like 12 hours sleep, just bam, go by. Even now I'm doing like 8 hours, just like so much sleep. So yeah, got up, went into the kitchen to have some cheese and beans on toast. Said goodbye to Jess. Flat Jess is going now. No Flat Jess. So that leaves me, Will and Hattie. I think Hattie's going like in the next hour or so I'm not going to see her leave. So it's going to be me and Will in the flat until Thursday. I think he goes Monday night, comes back Tuesday, then goes again Thursday properly. So it's just going to be me, Lovely and Will, and then just me, sad face. Although swimming Jess might be coming back next weekend, so we'll be able to go swimming and stuff. So I won't be completely lonely. And now I'm heading off to work. I've got to plan a couple of things. I've got to plan like videos and stuff for next week when I'm in London with Emily. I need to think of videos to make and film while we're there. For the main channel. I need to, what I'm going to do when I come back is I'm going to have dinner and I'm going to edit a video for the main channel. I'm going to edit the next one in the series. I think all I need to do is splice in the montage. I think I've done the voiceover, I've just got to do like the clips, put them in the right order and stuff. It's a bit hard, but yeah, you know, get that sorted. Hopefully, so basically what I'm going to be doing is sorting out YouTube for the next couple of days. Make sure these videos have gone up fine, sort up a couple of videos for the gaming channel, get them queued, ready to go and stuff. Basically just get all round ahead, because when Lovely comes, I don't really feel like doing much, to be honest with you, lol. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do, because it's so bloody cold, is I'm going to put my mittens on, put you away, go to work, and I'm going to go there, reading the friggin' Hobbit in a massive book. I thought, balls to it, why the hell not? So that's the way I'm rolling today, mother. So yeah, it's jolly good fun. Seriously, it's cold. My God, talk to you after work, I guess, unless talk to you after. But I know the story of the Hobbit, at least from the first film. I can't believe I've watched the film before reading the book. Annoyed. So I'm reading the book. Ever tried reading a book with mittens on? It's hard work. My hands are freezing. Holy shizwas. It's a good book, this. Lol, The Hobbit. I know the story and stuff, but it's like, it's in the old, well, it's not in the old English, but it's in like the same, it's not like watered down or translated, it's like the original kind of shiz. It's amazing. It's testing my English knowledge, having to read it like that. I'm not quite as fast as I was with like the Fault in Our Stars, but I'm getting there. But I'm not getting there because I'm going to work. Could be playing SimCity! I'm not. God damn. 4 hours at work, then I'm off tomorrow because Lovely's here. Yes! That'll soldier me on through. We're home after work, work's boring, and I'm back home now, and I've just had my, I had a stir fry. It was death by friggin' vegetables in the stir fry because it served 2 people and I just had it for myself. It was delicious. But it was still death by vegetables. This, still pretty good. It was way too cold to read it on the way home though, holy sh**. I even like left wearing my work gloves that are supposed to work in a refrigerator and stuff, and it was still too cold. I had to put my pocket, put my mittens on. So, oh yeah, sitting on chairs and stuff, and now I'm back at my desk, man. Back at my desk. I've cleaned the kitchen. I've cleaned in here. I haven't cleaned in here. Well, I've cleaned the kitchen, and I think it's just me in the flat at the moment. I don't know where Will is at the moment. I haven't like seen him around or anything. So God knows. But yeah, it's essentially just me. I've essentially just cleaned up. I've left some pots lying around because they aren't mine. But we'll see. I'll do them again tomorrow. If Will is like genuinely gone, he might be gone. I can't remember. Is there something about going? I know he comes back Tuesday night, but I think he goes tomorrow night. So I don't know. He might be at friends or something. Blah. And now I'm sat at my desk. knowing that I should edit a video, really wanted to play SimCity. SimCity! God damn. Oh, Dead Space 3. Ooh, some Dead Space 3. Haven't played that yet. It came free with SimCity because SimCity was broken when I bought it and registered it, lol. So let's load up the video editor and we'll have a look at it, and then we'll decide how much needs doing. And then based on how much needs doing, I just know, balls to it, we'll play SimCity. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. SimCity, man. SimCity! I've got 2 massive ass cities now, just like devouring everything, and they all want things and there isn't space for things. Oh my god, I'm gonna play a different game for a bit. I'm gonna play some Dead Space. I'm enjoying this. I'm just enjoying just sitting back, just playing games. It's great fun. I'm having a whale of a time. It is. It's, oh my god. Just, oh yeah. I'm gonna play some Dead Space, because I haven't played some Dead Space in a while. Oh, I've never played Dead Space. What we're talking about, lol. And then I might go onto Steam and play some Steamy games. But let's play Dead Space for the first time. See what it's like. I remember playing Dead Space 2 on Xbox, and it was chuffing scary. So let's see what it's like. What the third one's like on PC. Scared. I'm definitely more of a fan of PC gaming now. This is so bloody beautiful. Compared to the Xbox, until the next gen comes out, this is just so beautiful. Look, yeah boy, yeah boy. Atlas, you were the best investment I've ever made. Dead Space friggin' 3. That is a terrifying ass game, and it's something maybe we should put it in the... I didn't just on my toe or anything. Holy shit. Terrifying. I might put it on the gaming channel, because if you could withstand me constantly swearing at things like, what the f is this? And it's just running at me, then I might put it on the gaming channel. I don't know, you never know. Surprising things. But let's change the conversation to something which I very rarely get involved in on any situation ever. Right, I'm going to link you to a video. It's in the description down below. I would put an annotation, but I know I'd forget. There's a description in the video down below to one of my friends on YouTube called Sophie. She makes videos and stuff. I think I've linked to her before. I've definitely made a video for her and stuff on her birthday and things. You might not have seen them though. Yeah. Well, anyway, she's a friend on YouTube. She's one of the first friends I ever had on YouTube. She's one of the first people who like branched out to me, so to speak. And yeah, she's pretty cool. And there's a video in the description down below which you can watch. And let me tell you why I'm linking it to you. There's this thing, if you haven't noticed, that's going around, specifically YouTube, over the past couple of days about like sexism and feminism and stuff. And I don't mean to wave it away like it's a non-issue, but it's like specifically it's coming up in the media and it's a very like prominent thing that's happening now. And I know a lot of the friends I have on YouTube are making videos about it, and I've never really commented them. I've always watched on them. I've never really commented them at all. Right, but right, okay, so, Jesus. Right, this is going to be completely unedited without me digging a friggin' hole for myself, because I always dig holes for myself, so excuse my inability to speak my own language properly, and try not to read subtext into everything I say, because I'm literally saying everything at face value. Okay, so the problem discussed in it is feminism a relevant thing, which is obviously a stupid question. It's always relevant, just as racism is, and it never won't be, and is there a religionism? Is that the same kind of thing? Religion will never go out of date. It'll always be the same kind of thing. In the same way, like, animal cruelty will always be an issue. Even though everyone's educated and we know we shouldn't probably, like, hit animals. Although sometimes we should, I guess. Grey areas. So the question is about that, and it's a video about why Emily is a feminist. And it's a terrible term, feminist, because they are completely misunderstood, feminists. And it's the word, basically, that gets them so thingy, because like people who won't read up on it will assume that feminism means one thing, and it doesn't mean one thing anymore. It's about society itself. It should be something, I don't know what it could be, but it's the one that's got the most publicity, so it works, I guess. So well, it's not a media stunt, but you know. And like there were points discussed and things, and I agree with the vast majority of all of the points discussed in the video, specifically about how it's unfair that women are paid less. how it's unfair that women don't get as many jobs. Like, if there was like even boy versus girl, then the chances are the boy will get it because that person's cheaper. That sucks. It's the world, like, because the world likes money, and money, why would companies are much more likely to invest in things that are cheaper than things. It's all statistics driven, isn't it? It's like statistically, I guess, men are, specifically as far as I've noticed, men in my kind of role, the job that I do, are a lot less lazy than women of the same kind. There are more women and everything, but statistically they're a lot less thingy. I guess that's where all those statistics come. I'm assuming they didn't just pull it out of their arse and just say, oh, women deserve this much less money. I'm assuming it comes from somewhere, and it's whether it's a combination of, at some point they may go off for 9 months for maternity, however, I don't even know how long maternity leave is. They may go off at some point, so they get paid less to balance that out or something. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm assuming it's statistics based, just in the same way car insurance prices was and things like that. But that isn't the point in the game that I got into an argument about, and I shouldn't have got into an argument about it. I've never ever engaged in an internet argument. I've just kept... Internet arguments are horrendous. It's just flame wars. Everyone just shouts the same thing and no one ever listens. But here's the thing that was discussed. Basically, Sophie said about story, she said once when she was 15, I think, I don't want to get this wrong, probably won't. Once when she was 15, she went out to a 15, like a birthday party thing, disco kind of thing, where loads of 15-year-olds all go and they all like have a birthday party and stuff, you know, disco shiz, I don't know, bloody kids, good. And she was going to wear something, and then her parents, or her mother, said that she probably shouldn't wear that thing because, I don't know, it was probably like too short or something like that. That's what her mother said. And what I said in the comments was that I agree with everything you said up to this point. That's kind of the world, you got to kind of suck it up a little bit. We can obviously try our hardest, but until the statistics go, unless companies, yeah, you know, I'm digging a hole, statistically there are reasons behind it. We've got to obviously overcome them, but there's no harm, there's no help just shouting about how it's all wrong when it's all driven from somewhere, and that thing has to be changed to oh, shut up, Jamie. See what I mean? I can't friggin' speak English enough to like not dig a hole for myself, and then I just start rambling about how I'm digging a hole for myself, and then dig a hole even bigger, and then just start saying things that I completely are wrong. I completely are wrong, case in point. So what I said in the comments, and I drafted it, I wrote it very carefully. I know how aggressively fought this argument is on the internet recently. I wrote it all out, and I just redrafted it a load of times and then commented it. And basically what I said was, I agree with your mother there, because Sophie said in the video that she shouldn't have to worry about that kind of thing. She shouldn't have to worry about sick people in the world who might take advantage of a 15-year-old girl, which is absolutely horrendous just to think of. I'm horrendously protective over Lovely. I'm horrendously protective over everyone. Say Jess or like Mama Cat or Beth. If they were to go out, I will protect them in the same way that Swimmer Jess, when she was here and then I thought that she wasn't safe with a person, I protected her as much as I humanly possibly could. I have a thing about protection, and it sucks balls because I drive myself mad about it. Right, okay. So, where was I going before I got off track? She said that she shouldn't have to do all that, she shouldn't have to worry, blah blah blah. She should be able to wear whatever the hell she wants, and I agree with her. You should be able to wear whatever you want. I'm saying this in a multicoloured frickin' dressing gown because I like the dressing gown. It's probably like completely null and voiding every single point I ever make because you're all judging me on the fact that I'm wearing a bright friggin' stripy dressing gown. I was about to take it off, but then I realised that would null and void my entire point. So yeah, I totally agree with you. You should be able to wear exactly what you want to do, but what is wrong with the mother's point of view in protecting you and saying, okay, there are sick people in this world, I don't want you to draw attention to yourself, so maybe wear something else. Like, let's just walk outside in this. Yeah, I should be able to walk down the street in my stripy dressing gown. I'm obviously making joke of a horrendously non-jokey kind of subject, but this is how I get my point across. I should be able to walk down the street in my stripy dressing gown, and people shouldn't look and people shouldn't stare at me, but they will, because that's the world. That's like human brains. You go, oh shit, that's a stripy dressing gown, what the fuck is that? In the same way, in fact, even in a... Well, okay then, so that's a scientifically part of your brain that's going, oh shit, a bright colour, like that, or oh, that's a bit jazzy, like that. It's a thing that's wide, it catches your attention. In the same way, scientifically, people, and I'm not saying just men, because girls will do the exact same thing, they will see someone of the opposite sex, if they are dressed in a attractive manner, it will draw their attention, always. In the same sense that if you got this, like scientific studies, if you get like a baby, put it in a room, it's got an ugly person and a good looking person, it will stare at the good looking person. If you've ever been stared at by a little baby in a supermarket, it's probably a compliment. It probably thinks you're relatively attractive. If you've ever been on holiday and then people are sunbathing breastless, I'm getting out of breath. If you've ever been not sunbathing, on holiday, and people are sunbathing topless with like the bikini off or whatever, little boys will stare. Because that's scientifically driven. The older ones know that it's awkward to stare, but they want to. And then obviously as the older you get, the more morally driven you are, and then you realise that this is wrong, you're objectifying, blah, blah, blah. They should be able to lie there and do whatever the hell they want, and usually they are. Except some hotels ban it, I think, I don't know. Depends on culture, I guess. What was my point? So yeah, it's a driven thing, right? To have your attention drawn away by something like that, that's science. That's you thinking, and that's a psychological thing that will make you go, shrub your dress and go, semi-attractive person. Even babies do it. Okay, so what my point is, my point was through the entire thing, is why I understand that you should be able to wear exactly what you want. And I understand that there are sick people in this world, and if they want to rape you, they will rape you. There is jack all you can do about that. My bike was downstairs, it was locked. It got stolen because someone was determined to steal it. There's nothing we can do about that. That's shit. And it's a shit world, but that's the fucking truth, yeah? There's no we can do. I promise tomorrow's video is going to be a lot lighter than this one. Holy shizwas. Oh, god damn. That's life, yeah? That's what... There are paedophiles in the world. We try and stop it, but some people are paedophiles, you know? What are you supposed to do to stop someone being a paedophile? You can't. Some people are rapists. Yeah, okay, you can't get them before because you can't prosecute them for being a thought crime, but as soon as they've raped someone, we teach people not to be paedophiles, we teach people not to be rapists, we teach people that it's wrong, or arguably we don't, okay? Arguably, I have never been told not to rape someone. No one has ever come up to me and said not to rape someone, but it's a moral thing. It's taught to us morally. It's never outright said. Maybe it should be said. Maybe it should be put in some lesson somewhere. Someone should just outright just say, don't rape anyone. Maybe that'll fix everything. But I'm losing my point. My brain is just going haywire. So, that happens in the world. There's nothing we can do about it. It just happens. We can try and like educate, we can try and like use morals to just say you're an absolute moron, but some people are twisted. Some people can't help the fact that they have to rape someone, that they have to be a paedophile, in the same way you have to be a murderer. They're like, ooh, some people just have that little twitch. What can you do with them? Lock them up, kill them. In my personal view, shit, just turning my entire, just like a couple of days ago we hit 600 and 400 subscribers and I'm just going to alienate every single one of them. In my personal view, right then. I'm on my big camera now. Let's pretend like that battery failure wasn't a massive inconvenience. So in my opinion, there should be mass cullings. There's a load of people in this world that shouldn't really be alive. There should be literally just like a one thing. Okay, you can make on like certain crimes you can make a mistake. Like you can steal something once, maybe you made a mistake. Next time, dead. First time you kill someone, dead. First time you rape someone, dead. First time you even think about being a paedophile, dead. That's my personal opinion on this matter, just to get that out here and clear. We're overpopulated as a planet. The more people we can get rid of, the better. So we may as well get rid of the stupid people first. I'm gonna have to hold you like that because you're heavy, sorry. So what was the point I was on before my battery died and it sent my brain gone? So that happens, yeah? There are people in the world that do that. There's nothing we can do about that. What I'm saying is that we should try and prevent that as much as possible. Because we can't attack the root problem, because the root problem is one of those things that exists until a point where it happens, in which case we can kind of do something about it. We can lock them up. We can't legally kill them, which is a shame, but we can lock them up and do something about it like that. But what we can do is educate instead of like, because feminism I find is very shout at the world's wrong, we should be able to do whatever the hell we want, yeah, which is true, but the world doesn't listen because it's filled with loads of people who aren't hearing you. That's sad, yeah? Most people agree with you, but loads of people don't listen to you, which is sucky. No one listens to anyone in this friggin' world. You're not even particularly listening to me right now, not properly. You're just kind of zoning out. You're probably like checking Twitter or something, I don't know. So, what am I saying? The thing feminism does, it just says that this should be this. Why should we do this? Because this should be this. Which it should be, but it's not. So why don't we shift tact and use the other arm of feminism where we educate the people who are listening, which are mainly feminists and other people. In the same case, racism. We should educate the people who are listening into thinking a certain way and doing things to prevent other things. So yeah, okay, if a rapist wants to rape you, I'm sorry, you're probably going to get raped. Not much I can do about that. But the argument is, should you try and stop? I used an analogy in the comments of the thingy. You can see my comments. I got reeled into an argument I didn't want to be part of. I used an analogy of theft. If I do I leave my flat open at university? I know full well that everyone in my flat aren't thieves, but I lock the door. I lock the door because you don't risk it. In the same way, I thought people in Bath don't steal bikes, and yet I still lock my bike up at the bottom because I want to protect it. I want to reduce the opportunity. I want to reduce the opportunity of it happening. Yeah? So, why is it bad to say maybe you shouldn't try and draw attention to yourself in that kind of way? Maybe you shouldn't sexualise yourself. Yes, it's wrong because people are looking at you. You're just dressing normally. You're just dressing in a stripy dressing gown. People are looking at you like you're trying to get attention. Maybe you're not. But people are doing that. And you can't stop them doing that. That's the world. You can't stop them. Yeah? So, why don't... Where's the microphone on this? I don't even know. Hopefully I'm not putting my finger on it. You can't stop them doing that, but why, if possible, wear what you want and try and dress in a way that doesn't draw unwanted or unnecessary or like bad attention, I guess. See what I mean by English, Jesus. And this was the point, my point through the whole comment section of that video, and my point is, there is nothing we can do about society. There's nothing we can do about people who want to rape people, people who want to be a paedophile, because that's just the way they're wired. They're wrong, they shouldn't be around. No one is saying that, yeah, rapists are cool. No one says that at any point, yeah? The media twists things, that's the problem here, the media. The media twists everything into be like, oh, because there was a case, and this case keeps being brought up, which is why this is like a main thing now. There's a case in America around now where a girl was so drunk and like passed out that a load of boys like picked her up and like carried her around and raped her several times, abused her in several ways, took photos, videos, blah blah blah. Went into the news, the people thinking, and then one news station covered a story about how the boys were like going to be good footballers or something, or soccer players I guess because it's American, that they were going to be good at certain things, and they should, and it's bad for them because they did this, right? Firstly, no, it's not bad for them, kill them. Just bang, there's one problem down. But that news story covered this, and it's a common thing, the media always covers things in like a twisted light just to get more people listening. More people know. I haven't said the name of that place, because no one should go to that place because they're sprouting crap like that. That's the reason they do it, is so that people get their name around, and it's publicity. It's like, why did that person make such a crap advert? It's such a terrible, I'm so terrible with analogies. But why did that person make such a terrible advert? Like, but because you're talking about how crap it is. You know how like voice sync on adverts is always terrible? It's so easy to get voice sync right, but yet they do it terrible so that you talk about it, the fact that it's terrible. That's the thing that the people did at one point. So that could be essentially what they're doing. They're saying something bad so that people are focusing on their story as opposed to all of their competitors' stories, which is screwed up. It's a screwed up system in the media, but it's what happens. So all the while I've been dragged into this argument where I've essentially said, don't, as far as possible, everyone should. Okay, I think I'm drawing to a point here. This is where, so I'm standing up, Jesus. This is where feminism is wrong. This is where I disagree with feminism. Feminism is the kind of movement that shouts about how, I'm going to make analogies because it's the only way I can talk, shouts about how we should be able to leave our houses open. We shouldn't have to have house alarms. We shouldn't have to have this. We shouldn't have to have car alarms. We shouldn't have to have immobilisers. We shouldn't have to have security in society at all. We shouldn't have to have a police. We shouldn't have to have an army at all, or navy or anything. But we do. Yeah? Why do we? Because terrible people exist. And sometimes terrible people aren't all that terrible. Like, if you saw £100 on the floor, what percentage of you would pick that up? What percentage of you, I'd pick it up, what percentage of you wouldn't hand that into an authority? I might consider it, depending on whereabouts it is. How many people would do that? Arguably not many. Also, all of those people didn't head out with the intention to pick up and steal £100. What essentially is happening is, the attention-seeking thing is that people flick. There's a switch, you're like, oh, £100. Oh, someone with a striped dressing gown on. Oh, holy shit. Like that, right? And I am making light of a situation that should be made light of, but I don't know how else to express what I'm trying to say. So that is an emotional switch, yeah? Someone who went out with the intention of not stealing £100 suddenly ended up stealing £100. Morally, they should stop. There should be a moral switch in their head that stops, right? And that can be educated. You can educate people into having a moral... I'm not making sense, am I? I'm not making a point here, god damn it. You can educate people into, like, maybe hiring that moral standpoint where they shouldn't pick up this £100 or rape this person. And that exists. But some people don't have that, so kill them, right? Essentially. Not for stealing £100, you'd have like a one-strike penalty, and then you'd be killed in my regime. But for people, right, so I don't see the point, and I got jumped on in the comments, which is why I want to bring this up as a thing. I've never brought it up because this isn't the place to bring it up. If I was going to bring it up anyway, I'd bring it up on the main channel. And I didn't want to bring this up at all, but I got jumped on in the comments for what I don't think I've said anything wrong. I don't think I've disagreed with anyone in any particular way, apart from the fact that why shouldn't we protect our own in any way, shape or form? Because then I said, essentially, that you should protect things. You should, in as best as you possibly can, keep yourself out of danger. And then someone turned around and said, but then that's just blaming the victim. No, it's not blaming the victim at all. If I go out on the street and walk past like 20 people in dark clothing in the middle of the night, walk past 20 people, it's not my fault if they stab me. But, arguably, if I was on the other side of the street, would I be safer? Yes. Why not walk on the opposite side of the street? Why is this an argument? Why should I think I'm invincible? Why should I think I'm bulletproof and go past the danger? This is the thing the problem I have with feminism is that they shout about how we should be invincible, we should be bulletproof. You're not bulletproof, no one's bulletproof. There is nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can shout about being bulletproof. You will never be bulletproof. I'm sorry, but you're not. Yeah, as much as I wish you were, as much as I wish that Lovely was bulletproof, that everyone I knew was bulletproof and I could protect them and they'd all be happy and nice and swarm, they're not. You have to look after yourself as much as possible. So why, you see, do you understand my point? I'm trying to say it. And the reason I brought it up in this video is because I'm failing at saying it in comments. That's my point here. Yeah? Please let it make sense. So yeah, otherwise there is a link, I've finished now. Otherwise there is a link in the description to a very good video about feminism and why feminism is relevant to the modern day society. The one point I disagreed on, I got jumped on for highlighting in the comments and like saying my piece about how we should protect things as much as possible. I got jumped on for that. I'm still being jumped on actively right now. And I've foolishly done it with the main channel's name. Oh, I don't know why I even attempted, I don't know why I thought this would ever go well. But yeah, there is a video in the description which I agree with all of the points made, except for the one about how we should be bulletproof, how society shouldn't be in such a way that we should have to worry about things. But that's what society is. We worry about things, we have police forces, we have things because society's broken. You can't shout at society and refuse to make changes just because you can't force society to make a change. You can't just sit here and go, look, I'm going to keep my door unlocked until you stop stealing my stuff. That doesn't work. I'm going to stop drawing attention to myself until you stop raping me. That's my point. There is no harm in not drawing attention to yourself. And it's not victim shaming. It's not saying, oh, you left your door open, it's your fault you got stabbed. It's not stabbed. It's your fault you got your stuff stolen. Arguably, the thief just came to your door and tried to push it open and it worked. But that's my point through this. I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. There is no harm in trying to protect yourself, in moving across the street to avoid the murderer. There is no harm in that. And as soon as people start educating people, and instead of saying, oh, you shouldn't have to worry about what you wear, and instead saying, you can wear what you want to wear, I'm not going to stop you, but you should be warned that it's dangerous. That's my point, yeah? And I'm going to stop. There is a video in the description. You should check Sophie out. She's really good. She's a really good friend. And you should subscribe. It's a really good video. Really good points. That's my point. And I'm defending myself in a video because I felt like I got jumped on for making a point which I still agree is right. And yeah, so that's that really. Lol. And I've gone through one camera battery talking about it, and I'm now making this camera battery go down as well. So I'm going to get going, because Jesus Christ. Tomorrow's video is going to be a lot lighter, lol. It's actually going to be about like daily vlogs and stuff, and about my life and things, instead of a good 15-minute rant about feminism, which doesn't belong on this channel. It belongs on the main channel. If it's going to go anywhere, it'll go there, but it's not going there, it's gone here. So yeah, that's my point. Links, check Sophie out, she's cool. That's about it. I just feel like I had to defend myself, and I wasn't defending myself well in text. I probably haven't defended myself well in voice either, to be honest with you. But you know, yeah, lol. What's going on tomorrow? I'm waking up early because Lovely's getting the train. She's getting up to go for the train about 8, so I'm going to get up at 8 as well, so that I'm here just in case she needs me to like Google trains and stuff. And then Lovely's on her way down. Yeah, she's coming down. I haven't seen her in 2 months and I'm so friggin' excited. I can't bloody believe it. And hopefully she doesn't walk around with a phone out because someone might steal it. It's bringing back points. God. But yeah, she's on her way down, and that's going to be great. I'm going to get up, I'm going to have breakfast, I'm going to sort out this monstrosity of a video, somehow write a description for it, hopefully. God. And then I'm going to cook dinner, because dinner's going to be bloody incredible. I'll show you me cooking it. I think Will's going. He came back earlier. I think Will's going tomorrow, so I should be able to film in the kitchen relatively unthingied, although it will be in the morning, I guess, so you might still be here. But I think Will's going for a day, so it'll just be me and Lovely in the flat on our own for a day, and it's going to be great. And I literally can't wait to see Lovely. It's been 2 months, and I can't wait. Hopefully there's snow in Nottingham, so hopefully it doesn't bloody snow her in, because I will scream. I've contemplated, and I know phone numbers for places I can hire a car, because if the trains stop running, I will drive to Nottingham, I will pick her up. Man. So yeah, that's cool. Can't wait for that to happen. And then basically the plan tomorrow is to pick up Lovely, go pick up Lovely, go shopping, pick up a couple of things that we're going to be needing over the next couple of days, and then bring her here. This camera makes me talk faster than the other camera does, have you noticed? Bring the camera here, bring the shopping back here. Then literally we've got no plans on Monday. I think we might be scrapbooking, I don't know, we might be watching videos, we might be watching films and things and stuff like that, but we'll be vlogging it. So tomorrow's lighter, less serious video, back to my life and stuff, and back to Lovely, which is the best part of my life, of whom I want to protect as much as possible, even if that does mean controlling her in ways that she shouldn't be controlled, i.e. in what she wears or things like that, although she's relatively God, don't say that. I was about to say intelligent enough to wear things that aren't stupid, although to be fair, no, shut up James, I'm digging a hole with her, that's not good. So yeah, I hope you see my point of view. I hope you check out Sophie. I hope you agree with her points of view. Let's have a discussion about it without jumping on anyone for their opinions, which always happens on the internet. It always happens. You can never have a justified argument with anyone on the internet because it just gets jumped on, gets blown out of proportion, and then like rage happens. So yeah, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to read The Hobbit a bit more before I go to sleep, and I am going to catch you later. And now there's going to be an awkward pause because this camera doesn't beep properly, like it will cut off the last couple of words of my sentence. So yeah, I'm going to get going. I'm going to catch you later for a very exciting day. Can't wait. I'm going to catch you later. Stop delaying the end.